Declare with assurance, don't worry, demonstrating your initiative and dependability. Convincing her saying, don't worry with confidence is a mental challenge. Proving your dependence and proactiveness, hey friends, how are you? Greetings from our channel again. Many men frequently ask what they can say to make a woman fall in love with them. I must warn you that some of these tips may seem strange or counterintuitive, but there is a very specific psychology behind each one, which I will briefly explain before making sure. In this video, I'll share 5 things you can say to make a woman truly fall for you. As you already know, the free content I provide on this channel is superior than what many so-called gurus sell online. All I want in return is that you watch this video through to the end. Not only does it encourage me to continue producing high-quality content, but it also aids the algorithm. In fact, YouTube isn't showing my videos to more people since you guys aren't sharing, and some of you don't even leave a comment or leave a message like, I need your help. Recognize that this video is valuable and share it with more people who need this information, so can I count on your like? And if you haven't been receiving my videos firsthand, it's probably because you haven't subscribed to the channel yet or haven't activated the notifications. So go ahead, do that now, and let's dive right in. Over the years, I've found that when a man has feelings for a woman, he's more likely to say things that turn her off rather than make her feel more attracted and fall for him. For instance, when a man likes a woman, he often feels the urge to shower her with compliments. I get it, I've been there, I know that feeling, but when it comes to complimenting a woman, 2 things are crucial. First, she needs to feel like she's earning the compliment. Let me explain what I mean by that. Instead of bombarding her with praise, every time you see her, it can become annoying and lose its impact, giving the impression that you are gradually falling for her. The second is that compliments are most effective when they highlight something unique about a woman's personality, rather than just generic things like her eyes or looks. If a woman has stunning eyes, how many guys do you think have already told her that you want to be with those guys? Or do you want to go deeper and make her feel like you see and admire the real her, the part that others don't notice? There are several ways to use this powerful technique that I teach, but here's a basic one to get you started. Give her a compliment that is directly related to one of her dreams, for instance. You might say that you're very approachable and that you're the kind of person that people would want to open up to if she wants to become a psychologist. I almost feel like I've already told you things that I don't share with anyone. It would also be a good idea to end this on a playful note, like, too bad. You're a great goofball to relieve tension and bring things back to a lighter, more playful level. This prevents the conversation from getting too serious. Not only does this validate something important about her, but it also sends a crucial message about you that you're the one doing the selecting. Not the other way around. What I mean is most guys are willing to take whatever they can get. But when you show a woman that you're actually assessing her, and she's the one trying to impress you, she'll become hooked on trying to win you over. The more she works to impress you, the more invested she becomes in you, and the higher the chance she'll fall for you. Before we continue, let me ask you, ever thought about sending just one text that could make a woman crave you instantly? Imagine a message so powerful it takes over her mind, making her think about you nonstop, even if she's currently with someone else, or sees you as just a friend. These secret phrases trigger an obsession, leaving her excited and desperate to see you, but be warned if you don't want her falling head over heels. Don't use these ready to have her hooked. Click the first link below to download these magnetic messages and watch her count down the minutes until your next date. Women are what I'd like to call meaning makers, meaning they're always searching for a deeper reason behind what you're saying or doing. For instance, if you show up to a date with a bouquet of roses and reservations at a fancy restaurant, the meaning she might attach is, wow, he takes me very seriously. Perhaps he isn't used to dating someone like me already. This is why you should be mindful of the meaning she may be attaching to your words or actions, even if you are unaware of it. It's also crucial to realize that the harder it is for a woman to figure you out, the more invested she becomes in trying to figure you out. I always tell my clients that if a woman figures you out too quickly, it's game over, because women don't want a sure thing or a predictable guy. Instead, they crave a mental challenge. For this reason, anything you do that is ambiguous and leaves her wondering will keep her thinking about you more. If you can send mixed signals like telling her you like her and then playfully pushing her away, it keeps her guessing and mentally engaged. This mental challenge is highly addictive for her. There's also a technique I teach involving hand-holding that you can use to send mixed signals, making her feel curious, excited, and even a bit flustered. I'll explain this technique in just a minute, but first let me say that, like with anything else, if you use these techniques too often, they lose their power. They should be used sparingly and only at the right moments. It took me a long time to figure out a very specific order to make these techniques even more effective. And I'll get into that in just a second. But first, here's another tip. When you make eye contact, use her name several times during your conversation. Although this may seem innocuous, it actually fosters intimacy between you and her. You probably understand what it means if you've ever had a woman make eye contact and use your name. It makes a tiny spark almost electric, right? And attracts attention because it triggers her tendency to read into things, making her wonder if something is happening. Between us, the subtle technique plays into her natural inclination to search for meaning. Next up is a technique called future projection, and there are several fun ways to implement it. Here's one you might enjoy after taking a picture with a girl. Playfully say, "Wow, we'd make beautiful babies," then quickly switch the topic. What you're doing here is anchoring a future scenario with her in her mind, and as a bonus, you've planted the idea of her imagining being intimate with you. Here's a tip involving what not to say. Stop telling her what you think she wants to hear. Many guys talk so much that they end up killing the attraction. The woman feels, or worse, they make her lose interest entirely, especially if they start revealing their feelings. Too early expressing how you feel about her right away can be a bad move because it strips away the magic, the suspense, the mystery, and the mental challenge. It pops the bubble and kills the chemistry. Telling a woman too soon that you like her can actually make her less interested in you because she thinks he's admitting that he likes me, which gives me all the power for some strange reason. Many psychological factors contribute to this, but the greatest dream of all women is the day they finally tell a guy how they really feel. When you voice your feelings first or too soon, you're stealing that unique moment from her dream. Every woman who falls in love goes through the same exact process, and when you know this process, you can guide her through it, making her believe that falling for you was her idea. All along, you've probably heard the saying, "We love to buy, but we hate being sold." That's why everything needs to be done subtly, so she feels it's her decision to chase you if she senses that you're trying to convince her to like you or that you're manipulating her into it. She'll subconsciously put on the brakes, pull away, and often won't even know why she's rejecting you. She'll just feel off about the whole thing. You can't force a woman to like you. And if you try, it'll come off as needy, desperate, and weak. Your job is to help her come to that conclusion on her own, and you do this by making her feel like she's winning you over and being the mental challenge she craves. There's an inherent biological difference in the way male and female brains are structured, and instead of letting this confuse you like it does for 99% of men. As I mentioned earlier, you must learn how to take advantage of this to get women interested in you and fall in love with you. How to make use of this. Even if you're not her type, even if she's rejected you already, or even if she currently views you as just a friend, she won't be able to fall for you if you use these techniques in a very specific order. I published a video a few days ago where I explained the exact technique and specific steps you can follow to make her chase you instead of the other way around. It's crucial to know how to transition from one stage to the next with a woman in a way that always leaves her wanting more. And that's exactly what I explain in the upcoming video, how to advance things smoothly and subtly, making her feel like she's the one winning conclusion. When you do this, it's much easier to turn her into your girlfriend because it feels like it was her idea. I also explain that even if you've already made mistakes, you can turn the situation around. You can erase those mistakes from her mind, giving yourself a second chance. Avoiding her pulling away or escaping the friend zone. Most guys think on a very superficial level. Right? They think, well, I just won't text her back right away. But that's pretty basic, right? It's predictable. It's what every guy does. So it has no effect on her. What I teach is the psychology of love and attraction, the real concept of romance from a woman's perspective. You want to go deeper, layer by layer, because that's where deep attraction forms. That's where she starts feeling like she's falling in love. I hope this video helped you out. If you want to hear more advice, become a member of this channel to access exclusive content. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the most attractive man to women." And by the way, if you're looking to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by clicking the like button and subscribing. This helps grow the channel and allows me to create more content for you. All, don't forget to leave your thoughts or comments in the comment box below. Express yourselves freely and remember always, keep a positive attitude. Until next time.